The new scrutiny as the controversial South Suburban mayor announces a $1 million giveaway on Facebook. With a smiling Tiffany Henyard, the mayor of Dalton, and Thornton Township supervisor touting a $1 million giveaway.
So Tiffany Henyard is giving away $1 million. Okay. So, okay, we're back talking about Super Mayor Tiffany A. Henyard, and she claims to be giving away $1 million.
$1 million.
And here is the announcement. She says she's giving away $1 million on Facebook Live. So I'm like, wow. Number one, where'd she get the money? And two, this is pretty impressive. But when it comes to the Super Mayor Tiffany A. Henyard, the devil is always in the details. So if you're one of those people asking, who the hell is Tiffany A. Henyard? Well, here, let me give you the quick, and I mean quick, background on Tiffany A. Henyard. First, she's the mayor of Dalton, Illinois, who hires registered sex offenders to go into people's homes.
We pay rapists with our tax dollars in Dalton. We pay rapists with tax dollars in Dalton.
Protest outside Village Hall today, furious after a Fox 32 investigation found this registered child sex offender on the public payroll.
A sex offender, you don't give them carte blanche to go into different people's homes.
46-year-old Lavelle Redmond is close friends with Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard, who in September hired Redmond as a code enforcement officer without the village board's approval. Redmond served 25 years in prison for the brutal gang rape and beating of two young teenage girls in the 1990s and was arrested and charged after our first story aired for violating the reporting requirements of the sex offender registry.
Now, Tiffany A. Henyard also has an interesting way of holding town hall meetings. For instance, here she's going to be dressed up as Nino Brown, and she's going to play Rihanna's Bitch Better Have My Money, letting taxpayers know, bitch, you better have my money.
Nobody knows something. Don't nobody know nothing.
Tiffany Henyard certainly isn't shy about attracting attention. Here she is starting a Dalton Village Board meeting dressed like the Wesley Snipes character in the movie New Jack City, later punctuating her political points with the help of her own DJ.
Every single resident, pay me what you owe me. Thank you, DJ.
And last but not least, we got to talk about the extravagant trips to Las Vegas. Now, listen to how crazy this is. Listen to when this reporter asked Tiffany Henyard, did she go to Las Vegas?
That's when we reported Thornton Township taxpayers spent thousands of dollars on a trip to Las Vegas, where a shopping center conference was underway. Henyard and her allies spent thousands on everything from steak dinners to hotels and what appeared to be first-class airfare.
I do not handle anything as relates to with credit cards. As you heard me speak today in my board meeting about, I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas? What is that?
No comment.
You don't know if you were in Las Vegas?
Of course I do.
Were you?
It's not paid by them.
Did you fly first class to Las Vegas?
Any other questions?
Now that you're all caught up on who Tiffany A. Henyard is, let's talk about the $1 million giveaway. Now, she had a Facebook Live where she teased the hell out of it. She doesn't give any details about the $1 million giveaway until like 45 minutes in. But let me play a super clip of how many times she teased this $1 million giveaway.
I'm going to give a moment for people to come in so I can talk about this $1 million giveaway. I'm going to educate you on a couple things before we start with the $1 million that I know you all are tuning in for. The $1 million. I know you are all tuned in for this $1 million, so we're going to talk about that. And it's about the $1 million giveaway that we're having today. We're going to talk about this $1 million. Oh, let me shout out my girl. Before I announce this $1 million, $1 million holla, I just want to give a shout out to my special board. So, $1 million. Y'all talk about $1 million. So here we go. We're going to talk about this $1 million because we'll be all day because y'all got a lot of questions for Super Mayor. But we're going to talk about this $1 million of why you're here today to talk about this wonderful thing that we put together to help you in your time of need right now. Yeah, okay. I don't know what just happened.
Okay, so you saw all of that, and it got crazier, right? Because again, before we even found out what the $1 million was for, you had to watch like an hour worth of that crap. But she did talk about other stuff too, like how she's the first black person, first black woman, first black everything in these positions.
And as I always say, I am the first. I am the first youngest female mayor of Dalton, making history once. And I am also the first youngest African-American female supervisor of the largest township in the state of Illinois. So I have 2 big seats.
Now, Tiffany A. Henyard thinks very highly of herself. She compares herself to Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks. She is somebody that they're going to be talking about for years in schools. Check it out.
But as I always say, I am the Martin Luther Kings. I am the Malcolm X, the Harriet Tubmans, the Rosa Parks. I am those individuals. And they too have stood in controversy or mess because they was the first. We talk about them, we read about them in school. And now you will read about your true person, which is Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard, in the schools. I will be in the history books. I will be forever talked about, written about. I'm going to make sure my narrative is out there.
Now, to prove how much clout she's got, she's going to tell us that she had a conversation with Biden that you'll hear about later.
I got the opportunity to go to the White House. Yes, the White House. Thank you, President, for the invite. And I thank you for all the love and support that you're going to give the Soft Land. I got a lot of great information to tell you. When we did have our conversation, yes, me and the President of the United States had a one-on-one conversation as it relates to what we're going to do in the Soft Land. So stay tuned for that because I'm going to show you that. I'm going to tell you that. And I want you to stay focused in the White House.
Tiffany Henyard has a taste for travel. There she is front and center at the White House at a meeting for mayors this month.
So now this also gave Tiffany Henyard some time to boast about some of the accomplishments. But listen to how she embellishes some of the accomplishments. So first you're going to hear her describe the food pantry, and then you're going to hear the actual numbers from the guy who does the food pantry, and listen to how different they are.
Every day, so I can tell you how our numbers have increased. We was at 100 people we was serving before we came here, and now we serve 500 people every Wednesday. 500 people come, needy people. This how bad it is as it relates to food. People need food in our communities.
When I started at the food pantry, it was approximately 150 to 200 being served on Wednesdays. Now, every Wednesday, we're reaching 390 to 400 people. That's strictly on a Wednesday.
So the super mayor likes to take a little liberties with the numbers. It's fine. 100 to 200 or 500 to 390. It's fine. It's fine, right? But it kind of lets you know how she thinks, right? Let's just make it as grand as possible, even if it's not really true, but it's close enough to the truth. And one last thing, she also wants to make sure everybody knows Dalton is not a sanctuary city.
As your mayor, you guys know we are not a sanctuary city. We are not taking in anybody. So I just want to just put that out there to you. So that's a negative. But I just want you to know that no, Village of Dalton, no. Now, as it relates to other cities, it's up to that mayor to choose what they want to do. But I can only speak for my city that I govern, which is the Village of Dalton. No, negative. So if anybody's telling you that, or you see somebody, say something. See something, say something. That part.
Woo, so we got through all that and more. And finally, we get to the part about the $1 million giveaway.
So right now, we are about to give away $1 million to everybody in Thornton Township that qualify. Keyword, qualify. Everybody gonna come and tell us they qualify or they need this and they need that. But I just want you to know today that the program was written for the middle class to be able to benefit as well. So, $1 million. Ready? It's for, what is supposed to think of? We have to pay mortgages and rent. So if you're behind on your mortgage or your rent, today is your day.
Now, this is known as a rental assistance program. Most cities have this same program. Matter of fact, they had it in Dalton even before this announcement. So I went to the Wayback Machine, March 28, 2021. And this is the old Thornton Township supervisor. And as you can see, this is a general assistance program. And when you scroll down, they have emergency rental assistance. And when you click on that, they tell you how to qualify to get your rent and mortgage paid if you are behind. Now, they also have this same assistance program for Cook County. So this is not something new. They've had it for the past 2 years. But Tiffany E. Henyards says this is a new thing. She even calls it rental assistance.
That we do in our community. I hope that you show that we're giving away $1 million today in Thornton Township, helping pay mortgages and rental assistance for any resident that lives in Thornton Township.
Now, it's all great that they're giving away rental insurance, but they've already had the program for like the past 2-3 years. And on top of that, they're giving away $1 million of taxpayer money. This isn't something she just found. This is literally the taxpayers paying money, and she's giving it away.
Come on, girl, let them know. Talk to them. They have to have a legitimate hardship. We can't just give illy-willy your money away. We want to make sure everyone who qualifies.
So obviously, she's giving away this $1 million to try to save her job. She wants to continue to make that $300,000 salary from being the mayor of Dalton and the supervisor of the township. But one of the big issues is, where's this money coming from? Because number one, both Thornton Township and Dalton are in huge deficits. Dalton is in a $6 million deficit. Check it out.
The heart of the matter lies in the village's financial situation. The administration does not have the funds to pay these vendors because of the current $7 million deficit and the $1 million police detail.
Overtime police before this administration that did not have security details following them around everywhere, overtime was at $600,000 maximum every year. This administration is at $1.6 million. How are we going to get service? We need the mayor to stop spending money irresponsibly.
Now, that's in the city she runs as mayor. They're down $6 to $7 million. But there's also the township, which she also runs, which is reportedly down $5 million. Here's the Chicago Tribune. Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard blames Zacharila, state senator, for $5 million deficit. So how can Tiffany E. Henyard give away $1 million of the township money and still have a $5 million deficit? Like, this is not making any sense. She's just spending money irresponsibly. And when asked about this $5 million deficit, Henyard assured town hall attendees that the township was now in firm financial ground, and that last year's $5 million deficit was a $3 million surplus. But if you read the next two lines down, Trustee Christopher Gonzalez asked Finance Director Robert Hunt whether the surplus accounted for the $5 million the township had borrowed, because they borrowed $5 million to cover it. And this is what he said: "We're saying there's a surplus, but we still owe $5 million. So they just borrowed $5 million and then said, hey, we have a surplus. But really, it's a lie." Now, I don't know how this math is making sense, because it's not mathing correctly. Number one, both the township that she supervises and the city that she's the mayor of are in multi-million-dollar deficits, right? Thornton Township is $5 million. Dalton is $7 million. Where's this extra $1 million coming from? And if it's coming from Thornton, which they're saying it is, then how come they're just giving away $1 million when they owe $5 million in past bills? Who knows? But this is not good. And it seems like whoever's doing the finances there are really, really making this horror show even worse every single time. And that's what most people on the news report says. They're like, where's this money coming from if everybody's in monster deficits?
$1 million giveaway. Do you know anything about that?
I'm not sure of anything like that.
Dalton resident Andrea Smith and others we talked to puzzled by this Facebook post, with a smiling Tiffany Henyard, the mayor of Dalton and Thornton Township supervisor, touting a $1 million giveaway. And appearing on Facebook, but not very visible at the Village Hall for much of the afternoon. Calls for comment to her office and the village administrator failing to shed light on the nature of the $1 million giveaway.
So let me know if any of this makes sense. It seems like the mayor just found $1 million, wants to give it to the people so she can try to get reelected. That's what it seems like to me. And it's crazy that people can just throw away the taxpayer money like this and no one says, hold on, this may not be a good idea. And all those people who are just deficit spending, it's eventually going to catch up to you. It's going to catch up to you. But we'll see. We'll continue to follow the exploits of Tiffany A. Henyard because she's giving away money that seems like they don't even have. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, do all that great YouTube stuff. And don't forget to tell me where I'm wrong in the comment section. If you think I'm being too hard on Tiffany A. Henyard, let me know. Peace.